Good morning, guys. Today we're going to delve into the dreaded topic of gloves. So there's a lot of opinion out there about the gloves, and what I'm going to do is give you a couple facts about what to look for in a glove, proper fit, and when absolutely not to use a glove, and the rest is going to be up to you. Starting out for the gloves, hey, good morning, Kitty. Starting out, what you're going to look for in a glove is going to be leather. Please stay away from anything that has a mesh backing, that has any type of polyester to it, like a mechanic's glove, anything like that, a lot of the cheaper gloves, simply because anything hot that hits that polyester is going to melt, and melting plastic sticks to skin. You're going to have a bad time. So stick with leather. Going to be two basic flavors of leather out there in the glove world, and I have a glove that kind of represents both. You see here on the bottom, this leather here is very slick, it's very supple. This is known as top grain leather. This is the good stuff. This is the top of the hide that comes off of the cow. It's very durable, it's the toughest portion. But on the back here, you can actually see this leather is a little fuzzy. This is known as suede leather, and this is what happens when you actually split a cowhide. The top layer comes off and is used for things like this, and what's left is the split. Problem with the split is still leather, but it's not nearly as tough as the top grain. So having a glove like this still gives you a lot of great protection, but since the good stuff's on the bottom, you get the most wear resistance here on the bottom of the gloves. The Tillman gloves here have been around for quite some time. There's probably not a glove that's on more welders' hands in the U.S. These bad boys are usually $8 to $9 a pair. They're good gloves. They do what they're intended to do. They work. You can pick these up at any welder store. If you get fancy, they have some more exotic gloves out there. They have some gloves that are top grain all the way around. I wish I had a new one, but this guy right here, which is well worn, is actually top grain all the way around. And this is not cow. This is actually elk. It's a very thick leather, but it's also very supple. And if you're real snooty like I am, you really enjoy these higher end gloves. Difference is a pair like this is going to cost you $8 to $9. A pair like this is going to cost you in the neck of $20. So both basically do the same things. All right, so when to wear a glove? For blacksmithing purposes, you can pretty much get away wearing a glove whenever you want to, and you probably should. I've got some scars to tell you exactly that you should. When you're forging, a lot of people usually just wear one glove on their left hand, and the only consideration you have in there is that on your right hand, the problem is that if you've got any type of soft material between your hand and the hammer, there's going to be a little bit of slop in there, and that slop can actually wear you out pretty good. I mean, if you're wearing a glove on your right hand, you're hammering, there's going to be a pretty significant difference in how long your arm lasts versus having just your hand on there. So again, a lot of smiths do that. A lot of smiths swap off back and forth. So that's mainly a matter of preference. What I am going to tell you though is when never to wear a glove, and that's when it comes to things like machine tools. If you'll look right over my shoulder here, you see that lathe? If you ever come close to a lathe, look at it the wrong way, do not wear gloves. When it comes to heavy machinery, the danger is because that glove is a piece of cloth and can be kind of bunched up, that anything spinning can catch it, even a drill press. So here's the rule. If it is a stationary piece of machine tool, drill presses, lathes, milling machines, anything like that, do not put a glove on your hand or you're gonna have a bad time. If you're dealing with powered hand tools like a grinder or things of this nature, at that point, and these things are designed to be held, you can wear your gloves and they're a good idea to protect you from sparks. But when it comes to stand-up machinery, anything that's spinning and heavy, do not wear a glove. Now, those are kind of two goalposts on the end, and there's a lot of opinion in between. That's kind of the highlight of gloves, but gloves are personal protective equipment, and they are a good idea when used in their appropriate context. But if you really want to see some scary things, go up and type safety hazard and glove on YouTube, and you can see some fingers stuck in machinery. And the really crazy thing, like with a lathe, which are notorious for grabbing gloves, the lathe does not stop. It just basically feeds you in like a butter bean, and the results are quite nasty. So guys, that's your quick tutorial on gloves. If you have comments or questions, please leave them down here. Remember, we shoot this stuff up to YouTube, and I try to get to them all. Thank you guys, and I'll talk to you later.